Welcome back everybody to more Baldr Sky. I do as I'm told and close my eyes, but I can still feel something bright closing in on me. And so my world is engulfed in light. It's very bright. Oh. She's trying to jog our memories. It's the beginning of spring. A gentle breeze caresses my cheek. For the first time in a while, sunshine peeks through the thick clouds above, shining light upon the surrounding scenery. You know, it's funny, it's like December, right? Like Christmas. And it's warm outside. Like, didn't even need a jacket today, it was that warm. It's crazy. Like 60 degrees out. Man, what a relaxing sight. Gazing at it helps me take my mind off the crisis I find myself in, if only momentarily. This is the perfect time to admire nature's beauty. What are you talking about? I know, my bro in woe, my partner in disaster. You don't have to tell me that. But you know, what's wrong with a little escape from reality every now and again? Masasudo, the guy walking next to me, and the one who spoke up as I stared blankly at the sky. He and I are freshman virtual engineering students at Seishu Academy. Well, not that we'll be in our first year for much longer. And under normal circumstances, we'd be all excited in the upcoming spring break. Alas, these are not normal circumstances. We look at each other and sigh. That's right. With spring break right around the corner, we're stuck having to find ourselves a new dorm. Seishu Academy was established under the motto of harmony between humanity and AI, and most of its students are second gens. First gens can only connect to the online world through consoles. On the other hand, second gens are always connected. We have more or less no need for really any outside equipment. And we're way more equipped to deal with the demands of AI and the internet. As a result, hacking and the like has become an everyday occurrence. Every now and again, people would take it too far and get caught. As luck would have it, that led to the closure of our dorm this time. Huh. My dad, Kou Kadokura, is a complete war dog who leads his own mercenary squad. Really? That's amazing. I hear he's pulled off tons of spectacular feats in battle, but that's really nothing to be proud of. In the end, he's nothing but a money-grubbing warmonger. He didn't come back even when my mom was dying. He must love the sight of blood more than he does his wife and son. It's a shame. Tragic. If only. Oops. Sorry, I clicked away for just a second. I clicked back on the box. Man, you're real skinny. Everyone's real skinny in this game. I think they eat well. Masa and I have something in common. Our love of simulacrums. Just the thought of running around a virtual world in a huge metal body gets our pulses racing. I mean, wouldn't that be amazing if you could really do that? I mean, I guess you could in like MMOs and stuff, you know. But it's not really the same, you know. Like that game Steel Battalion with like the giant controller for like the Xbox that was like piloting a mech. Like it's kind of like that, right? But you know, it's like more involved with this. For generations upon generations, young boys have dreamed of piloting giant robots. It's in our blood. And our generation is lucky enough to have the chance to actually do it. If only virtually. You know, the only issue being that a simulacrum's way outside a student's price range. They ain't cheap. Ow. Ow. Something hits the top of my head out of nowhere. When I open my eyes again, I see what that something was. It was a white soccer ball bouncing in front of me. Ow. Oh, who's that? A girl runs up to us from the field to the left of the path we're walking down. You didn't get hit. I pick up the ball and throw it back at the girl. With a smile, she takes the ball and runs back to the field. Yeah, she's pretty cute, not gonna lie. Mas and I stop in our tracks and stare at the girl. As she chases after the ball, every step she takes is accompanied by the bouncing of 2 other balls on her chest. Her legs look slender yet sturdy. I guess that's what it means to have legs like a thoroughbred. Suddenly I have a dizzy spell. And it feels like everything around me goes dark for a second. Is it because I get hit by the ball? I feel someone staring at my back. I find its source standing under a cherry blossom tree to the right of the path. A girl? No. A young woman. Who is that? Is it just me, or is she just not taking her eyes off of me? I squint, but she's too far away to get a clear look at her face. But for some reason, I get the feeling I know her. That I've met her before. How do you know she isn't getting it behind the scenes, man? Masa's voice brings me back to reality, and I see he's still staring at the girl from before. Huh? Where'd she go?
Oh, yeah, なんでもない。まあいいや。それより俺の勘じゃ、あの子は男と付き合ったことすらない。
Masa's not blinking as he stares at the girl on the field. I bet he's taking a screenshot.
お前の勘って当てにならないからな。ほら、いつだっけ？相手が男と気づかずに付き合おうとしてたよな。それはいい加減忘れろよ。俺ももう忘れたい過去なんだからさ。
Masa looks away awkwardly. He's a cheery guy with a big mouth and an insatiable love of girls. Whole years passed since he promised to hook me up with someone, but he hasn't even found himself one yet.
しかし、リアルでスポーツとは健全だな。なんか大会でもあったっけ？さあな。そっちにはあまり興味はないからな。興味があるのは仮想の方だけか。そういや、そろそろだよな。なんつったっけ、今年の大会名。アリーナの新人戦か？ニュービーズインパクトだろ。
Newbies Impact.
それそれ。楽しみだよな。
We're totally gonna be in that, right?
やつが出てくるか。どうせなら自分が出場したいところだけどな。そりゃそうだけど。趣味クラムどころか今の俺たちには住むところさえないんだぜ。ああ、春風が身に染みるぜ。
Saying that, Masa looks up at the blue sky.
ところで、例の新しい寮、この道でいいのかよ。そのはずなんだけどな。
As I respond to him, I open up the email I got from my second cousin.
寮、潰れるんだって。うちに来たら。
Ooh, yes, let's go to hers.
久しぶりのメールがこれだけとは相変わらずというか。
I mean, we might as well take her up on the offer, right? That's the message I got from Aki, my second cousin, earlier this morning. I have no idea where or how she heard about my dorm, though.
それにしてもコウのいとこさんって美人だな。
Those are Masa's first words once he takes a look at the email I forwarded to him.
何度言わせる。いとこじゃなくてはとこだ。
I had a rather complicated upbringing, to say the least. And while she may only be my second cousin, Aki happens to be the blood relative I most get along with.
まあ顔立ちは悪くないな。
After my mother passed, I was taken in by some relatives of mine. That was when I first met her. Even as a child, Aki was really pretty. My initial impression of her was that she was pretty like a doll, and that sight has been permanently etched into my memories.
私は青州学園に推薦入学してみせる。それで嫌な人たちに頼らず自分の夢を叶えてみせる。こうも一緒に来ればいい。それで正義の味方になればいい。私はこうの夢を笑ったりしない。
正義の味方か。
A wry smile escapes me when I remember that. Back when I was a child, I seriously wanted to be a Samokram writing hero. Actually, I'd be lying if I said I still didn't want to be one. I mean, it's not like I want to be a comic book superhero or anything. No, I just want to be the pilot who just does the right thing. For me, wanting to be a hero symbolizes my vow not to end up like my old man.
しかしさすがはとこだよな。この落書きみたいな地図がわかるとは。
I like that map. Masa's voice interrupts my thoughts.
それなんだわ。何？迷った？すまん。
Aki's email only came with a hastily scribbled map attached, no address or anything. I've been running searches on the internet for a while now, but I really can't figure anything out. Sure, I may be a second gen and the internet may be my second home, but I can't do anything when this is all I have.
ちょっと待てよ。俺はお前が分かってるもんだとばかり。
And we sit down on the grass beside the path and try to find our way by comparing Aki's map to the one we found online. God, how analog. And Aki's no better. She really should have sent us an actual map with addresses and street names on it instead of drawing this thing.
だからこっちがこの道だろ。じゃあこの路地みたいなのは何なんだ？なあ、この目玉の飛び出た芋虫は何かの目印か？
Damn it, Aki.
ダメだ。
You're a beauty, but you can't draw worth a damn. We look at each other,
な
dumbfounded.
んでメールで手書きの地図なんだよ。
Knowing Aki, I bet she'd say anything important ought to be written by hand and with care. Sadly, her hands aren't too good to use anything other than keyboard and mouse. This is basically a mind map, the kind 3-year-olds draw from memory.
参ったな。秋ね、コールにも出てくれないし。
何か困りごとかね。見たところ道に迷っているようだが。
Who are you?
え？
Man, you're really tall.
あり
You
がとうございました。
have a really small
おかげで
head
助
for
かり
your
ました。
body frame.
ところで、ここをご存知なんですか？
He helped us? That's awesome.
まあ、私も在学中。
Oh, he used to live
この
here?
寮で
Was he a
世話になってい
teacher?
てね。
そうだったんですか。じゃあ、OB。おい、こう。本当にここなのか？多分、前に秋姉に聞いた話には合ってる。
There's this 2-story building in front of us. The wooden sign up front says Kisaragi Dorm. Its aesthetic is so 21st century, I wouldn't be surprised if it traveled through time to get here.
だったら間違いないか。今時こんなレトロな建物、そうそうないからな。しかし、築何年なんだ？まさか前世紀から建って
Does it really matter? It's better than sleeping on the damn streets, man.
木造建築がそんなに持つもんか。というより。
I lightly knock on a nearby pillar. As I expected, it sounds like reinforced plastic.
ほらな、レプリカだ。
A replica building.
そりゃそうか。本当に木造だとしたら贅沢品だもんな。今時天然素材の建物なんて。ああ、しかしなんとも趣味的な建物だな。
ここを初めて訪れる人は大抵そういう反応をするよ。
Guy seems nice.
でもよくあの地図でここだって分かりましたね。
あれにも見覚えがあるからね。
え？
じゃあちょっと用事があるので
What does that mean?
私はこれで失礼するよ。
はい、ありがとうございまし
Wait,
た。
what's your name? The man lightly raises his right hand, he then turns around and walks away. Now, what do you mean he was familiar with that? I'm not the Aki drew, surely.
よし、じゃあ早速入って
Is he
みよう
dating Aki? Oh my god, they're dating, right?
ああ
We stand in front of the building's main entrance.
おい、動かないぞ、この扉。
Did you try to turn the doorknob?
手動式かよ。
A manual door. How do we open the
お
door?
邪魔します。
It's not opening automatically. Unsurprisingly, we find an old school entrance and hallway on the other side of the door. And the moment we open the door, an appetizing aroma tickles my
なん
nose.
か
Ooh.
味噌汁の匂いがしないか？なんだ、妙にきつい匂いだよな。
I take a few sniffs and try to figure out where it's coming from. There's no doubt about it. It's coming from within the dorm. Well, duh. Whatever it is really makes the mouth water, but it also seems just as likely to make the heart burn. Could it be?
はとこさんが料理しているのか？
いや、絶対にそれはありえない。それに
Someone's in there cooking,
ニラやニンニクの類は
and it's not her cousin. Yeah, this is the smell of chives. It brings me a childhood memory.
心配しないで。コウのご飯はお母さんの代わりに私が作ってあげるから。
Aw, that's so sweet.
ダメだよ、コウ。好き嫌いしちゃ。これって体にいいんだから。
あいつが
You ever have a friend like that, you hang on to them with everything you got. Take my shoes off in a hurry and run past the entrance.
おい、こう。
I hear the girl's voice from my room midway through the hallway. Worried by that voice, I head toward the room. The room turns out to be the kitchen, and standing in it is a girl. As she hums a tune, her short hair sways along with it.
嘘。どうして醤油すら置いてないの？はあ、後で買ってこなくちゃ。
Feeling like I've traveled back in time, I end up staring at the girl's back.
ああ、もう仕方がないな。後で冷蔵庫も掃除しなきゃ。
菜の葉だよな。
I finally muster up the courage to talk to the girl, and she freezes at the sound of my voice. She then slowly turns around, and I see she still looks the same as she used to. It's her, my childhood friend, Nanoha Wakakusa.
あ
My heart starts racing before I know it. I'd given up on ever meeting her again. Nanoha doesn't say a word, she just stares at me with her lips trembling.
元気してた？
あ、お前こそ。
By the time I realize what a bad sign that is, it's already too late. Nanoha starts running toward me. And with her shoulders trembling, clings to my chest and starts bawling.
泣くな。ちょっと、そりゃ、大げさすぎるだろう。
I embraced her without thinking, but I'm not really sure how to react considering my conflicting feelings of embarrassment and nostalgia. Still, I realized just how much Nanoha was grown in the time we spent apart.
ちゃんとご飯食べてる？洗濯物ちゃんと洗ってる？
ああ、まったく。お前は俺のお袋かよ。
I blurted that out without thinking and immediately regret it. I mean, who is she? The first close friend I've ever made in my life, that's who.
おい、こう。うわ。ああ、マサ、この子は俺の幼馴染で。おい、泣くのはやめて自己紹介よ。
No sooner do I say that than the pot on the stove boils
う
over.
わ、菜の葉鍋。吹きこぼれてるって。
He rushes toward the stove. Meanwhile, my eye catches the massive pile of one particular green vegetable floating in the soup inside the
お
pot.
前、やっぱりこの匂いはニラだったんだな。しかもこんな山盛り。
ああ、まだ変色治ってないんだ。ニラは体にいいから食べなきゃダメだよ。
バカ、俺がニラ嫌いになったのは誰のおかげだと思ってんだよ。
ニラはね、 栄養価が高くてお腹に優しいんだよ。
仲いいな。
Masa watches over us warmly as we argue.
で、なんでお前がここにいるんだ？アキネは？
あ、それが、その。
Nana tries to say something, but she's interrupted by a moaning voice from further inside the
ア
dorm.
キネ？
Nana was acting kind of strange.
あ、
Masa and I run toward the living room in the back.
なんだこれ、強盗でも入ったのか？
The room we stepped into looks like it's been turned upside down and lying collapsed in that mess is a girl. What the hell? I grab and shake her wildly, which makes her open her eyes in pain.
どうしたの？アキネ、ほら、しっかりして。
こう。
あ、そうだ。待ってて、今人を呼ぶから。おい、ナノハ！
こう。お願い。
She reaches for me with a pained look on her face. I grab her hand and hold it tight to reassure her.
腹ペコ。食べ物。 無事生還。
After wolfing down the food Nana cooked, Aki crumbles down to the floor once more.
一応、事情を説明してくれる？
ネットに潜りすぎた。リアルに戻ってきたら空腹でダウン。
She wearily lifts her head and looks at me.
だから待ってた。一日先週の思い出。
I want to ask her if I was summoned here as a rescue squad, but I hold it in. I haven't seen her in ages, but she hasn't changed one bit. Same old Aki. Actually, her laziness might have gotten even worse, to be fair.
だからダメだって言ったのに。
いや、あんな言い方されたら何があったのかと驚くだろう、普通。
そうかな。あ、私お茶入れてくるね。
Saying that, Nana returns to the kitchen.
こう、そろそろ俺も紹介してくれない？
ああ、悪い悪い。こいつは俺の友達で須藤正。で、この人が例の俺のハトコで。
西野秋。よろしく。
I like Aki. Aki takes Masa's hand, shakes it thrice, and let's go.
で、秋ね、空き部屋の件なんだけど。
どの部屋も今は空き部屋。
Every room's available.
好きな部屋を選ん
People don't
で
live
住ん
here.
で。
そんな、平気。
消化器官が活
Sandman
性化。
process triggered.
睡魔がちょう
She doesn't even finish before crumbling to the
だ
floor.
い。
もしもし？
行こう。こうなったらなかなか起きて
Leave
こ
her
ないから
be. Leave her be, Masa. Aka quickly falls fast asleep and I drag Masa out of the living room. Once in the hallway, I realize that it's already mid-afternoon.
ずいぶんユニークな姉ちゃんだな。
学籍番号 241A98200。
え？
いいから学生名簿を調べてみろ。今度は別の意味で驚くから。
ああ、マジかよ。
Masa closes his eyes. He's probably running a search. When his eyes open again, they open wide. Yeah, everyone looks Baki reacts this way.
AFA の最年少正会員だって？なんだあの人、超エリートなのか？
ああ見えても、アキネはウィザードなんだよ。学生のくせにエッジ企業の仮想関係の業務を手伝ったりしてるくらいさ。まあ親戚の会社ではあるんだけどな。
そりゃすげえ。いわゆる電脳の魔女ってやつだな。
まあそうかな。天才だと思うよ、身内から見ても。
しかし初めて来た寮でお前の知ってる顔が2つもあるなんてな。
ああ、菜の葉は俺もびっくりしたよ。
菜の葉ちゃんと話してきたらどうだ？あの子と会うのも久しぶりなんだろ？俺はとりあえず部屋を選んでるからさ。
そうだな。じゃあそうするよ。しかし本当に久しぶりだよな。もう何年になるんだ？
Oh, she's so cute.
私が南八坂を越した時以来だもんね。
Back when we were kids, we were neighbors in a town called Minami Yasaka. I had moved out first, and Nanoha left not long after that. Last time I saw her was before Aki left to join Seishu. So it's been over 5 years.
大きくなったよね、こう。
Nanoha fondly smiles at me, and I realize she's grown into a girl that can make any guy's heart skip a beat. Well, most of her has anyway.
お前こそ大きくなりやがって。おじさんやおばさんは元気にしてるか？
まあね。
If I recall correctly, Nanoha's parents were really famous scholars in the field of bioengineering, and they specialized in nanotechnology. Back when my mom was still alive, they lived right next to us. I had a sick mother and a father who wouldn't come home. You know, the only bright spot in my lonely childhood was just how nice Nanoha's family was to me. Thinking about those days out in the country makes my heart fill with warmth even now.
でもそうだよ。そもそもどうしてナノハがここにいるんだ？
偶然だったんだけど、寮の下見に来たんだ。そしたらアキさんからもうすぐコウが来るって聞いて。
寮の下見ってまさかうちを受験したのか？
おう、ひょっとして約束忘れてる？大きくなったら青春で再会するって。
いや。
I remember all too well. I was just trying not to think about it. Because I wouldn't have been surprised if she'd forgotten all about a promise made years ago.
よろしくね、コウ。私もこの春からここの寮生。コウの後輩だよ。
Oh, well, if she comes to this dorm, we can hang out again. Just like old times.
それで学科はどこなんだ？仮想工学科ではないよな。
うん。コウは仮想工学科なんだよね。同じ学科っていうのも良かったんだけど。やっぱりお父さんたちの仕事に関係のあることを学びたくて。
ってまさかナノ工学科か？すごいじゃないか。
え？あ、そんなにすごいかな？
当たり前だろ。それってうちの最高峰クラスの一つだぞ。
The apple doesn't fall from the tree, huh?
そうか、そうか。
I stared at her face, filled with pride.
恥ずかしいからあんまり言わないで。
She turns away with her face beet red. How adorable! This whole conversation fills me with a warm and fuzzy sense of nostalgia. And it continues until she leaves a little while later, covering everything from the times we spent together in the past, the fun times we're looking forward to up ahead. After sending Naho off, I start checking out the dorm rooms with Masa. We both have to pick one for ourselves.
ここは物置だったのかな。
It's too dark to get a clear look, but I can tell the room's full of stuff.
ちょっと他の部屋を見てくるよ。
We split up and go around checking the vacant rooms.
ダメだ。どの部屋も似たり寄ったりだな。
アキ姉は空き部屋だって言ってたけどな。引っ越しの時に家具を置いていったのかな。
いや、違うな。
Masa shakes his head and opens the door to a nearby room.
これってどう見ても引っ越したんじゃなくて夜逃げしたって感じだよな。
On the desk inside is an open magazine, its pinups covered in a layer of dust.
考えてみれば変だよな。寮に女子生徒が一人っきりなんて。
And Nano had only come here to check the place out in advance, so right now Aki's really the only resident. Masa suddenly runs out of the
お
room.
い、マサ？
I follow him out into the hallway, and I find him standing frozen at the door to the next room. I walk toward him, peek inside. Ooh, whoa. Come to a standstill myself. What is this room? Well, you know what, we're gonna find out next time on more Baldr Sky. I'll see you all again. Have a good day, everybody, and take care.